Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition. Now, here's your host, Nate Need.
Hello again, and welcome to another episode of the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Today we're going to be discussing a little bit about video, and this will be the first in a series of podcasts about video SEO and optimizing video for SEO, as well as using video in your SEO. Those are a couple different things. So whether you're using video to actually boost your SEO or actually using or doing optimization of your videos on sites like YouTube, those two remain very critical elements of an ongoing strategy for you on your website and off your website. So let's dive right in. So today's episode, we'll talk about video on your website, and using video on your website is a great optimization tool, and for the main reason of increasing engagements and dwell time on your pages. So we have worked with a couple different SaaS-based businesses, and they went from having an on-page dwell time of under 1 minute, so I think around 45 seconds, and we started implementing video on various pages on their site, some of which were training videos that provided the user with a real in-depth understanding of the components of their software tool. And those pages included some videos that were over several hours long of training, in-depth training on what was a fairly complicated software platform, SaaS software platform. And the result of that was very interesting. So it went from under a minute to close to 3 minutes in their overall dwell time. And the interesting thing is that it boosted the dwell time of all the pages. And one thing that we assessed after this particular case study was over was that they would come to, most of the inflow would come to these various landing pages where we had placed the videos, which was by design. And then once they had been on those landing pages, they were hooked. And so they would stick around even longer on other pages. So it made every other page boost the longevity of their dwell time. So for instance, someone would come to a landing page that talked about XYZ feature. Those landing pages were the highest trafficked from an organic perspective. They would come to that page, and then once they were on that page, they might click through to another page at some point. But that second page would also have a massive boost. I mean, we're talking 3x boost in the dwell time as a result of adding these videos. It wasn't just a matter of correlation or doesn't imply causation. These were actually, you could watch the flow through and gauge exactly where the flow through was coming and the length of time that people were on the site. Now, what did that do for the SEO? No links built, just the video. The site went from a ranking of probably 11 or 12 in for its main keyword, which had about 100,000 or so in keyword volume searches, to page one, spot one, with featured links within about a 6-month time period. And those that website more than tripled its traffic as a result of those implementation changes. And again, no links built. So it's very interesting to note the longevity and the dwell time related to video is critical. And I can't overemphasize this enough. And this is a piece of SEO. We talk a lot about link building. We talk a lot about things like site speed and on-page factors, but this is probably one of the biggest factors. Google wants to serve up results that people want to see, and the greatest thing that they know is providing those results is if someone doesn't bounce, they stay on the page, they're there for a long period of time, and they search around on the site once they get to the site, because that site is now the authority for that particular segment that or that particular phrase that person might have been searching for. So when it comes to on-site elements, we'll talk about actual video SEO using things like YouTube at a future point. But when it comes to actual on-site SEO, video can be an extremely powerful tool on how to optimize your landing pages for both dwell time, and then just watch your rankings improve and watch your rankings float up over time after you've used video as a component of your online presence there. We hope you enjoyed this podcast. We look forward to seeing you here again soon. We'd like, subscribe, put your information in the comments on what we should be talking about some point in the future. But we look forward to seeing you here again soon. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.